What's going on, guys? So back here with another video today. So today is really going to be about the top things that I've been finding really wrong with this 2019 Mustang GT. Remember, I've bought this brand new. I only have 10,000 miles on this car and there's already stuff falling apart. Don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful car, but today we're going to be going over what is really wrong with this 2019 GT. And yeah, but before we get into that, let's go get some Starbs. And we already know this is going to be a good day because I'm wearing my Doing Donuts shirt. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you. Hey guys, back here with another video. We're out here at the beautiful lake today, and I'm going to be going over the things that are really wrong with this Mustang that most people don't talk about. I've had this thing for 10,000 miles, only about 4 months now, and let's just dive right into it. So let's go inside. One of the biggest things that I've found wrong with the interior of this car are all the sounds and rattles it makes, starting with this back panel back here. This back panel has a rattle in it like none other once you get on the freeway. I think it's because the window tinters ended up messing something up back there and it ended up making a rattle, but nonetheless, it still rattles like crazy. The second thing that I have found with the 2019 GT, it's like brand new. You shouldn't have these issues, but up here in the headliner, it sounds like you get marbles in there. There's rattling around. It's awesome on the freeway when you got that rattling around above your head. So good, so good. Also, I had made a video on my review video when I ended up diving into how the Mustang GT, or my car, had the transmission issues. So first and second gear like clicked really bad going into gear. Well, ended up having to get first and second gear replaced, and then had to get the shift forks replaced within that as well. And there was a lock ring that was missing from the factory, which is super cool. So it took two and a half weeks to get fixed when it was supposed to take a day. Anyways, I got that fixed instead of getting a new transmission, and now I still have transmission issues. Anywhere between like 30 miles an hour to about 70 miles an hour. The shifter, it sounds like kind of NVH, you know, it's kind of this hollow, like ticky noise, but it gets louder and louder, and it never happened before. It just randomly started making these noises, which you'd think also, you spend this much money for a performance pack GT, that you'd get a higher quality car with a better transmission, but not really. Don't get me wrong, this car is a beautiful car. It handles incredibly. It sounds so good. The interior is nice. It's plush. It feels good. It looks good. But when you spend that much money, you expect to get a car that doesn't fall apart already at 10,000 miles. You know, the seats, beautiful. You know, they're very comfortable. The AC works on them. The heat works really good. But when you get the noises that you do in this car, and then you also get the transmission issues that you get in this car, and then, oh, let's go to the back. So I thought it would be just, you know, maybe it was the trunk panel, the deck lid panel that I had on from factory. No, so I put a new panel on, and this thing from factory has lined up like this. Let's see if you can see this right there. It's a pretty good lip there. As well on that side. So on both sides, the panels don't line up very well at all. Like I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but from the other panel right next to it to the trunk lid panel, it sticks out probably about that far. And I've tried adjusting the hood, and it doesn't really fix it, because that's the bottom of the trunk is literally sticking out further. And when I took the other panel off, it's like, all right, let me see if I can readjust this. And there's no way you can adjust that. So that's just another thing that should have been like a better quality check. My friend actually bought a brand new 2019 as well when I bought mine. His car is Need for Green, and the whole panel on the side is completely orange peeled, but then right behind it, it's totally fine. Now we were thinking, okay, what if it got like side swiped or something? Also, you look at the front bumper. There's spots where the paint was sprayed so thin that you can see the black underneath it. Like, the quality just isn't there. You know, you expect to spend this much and get a good car. Given his is a base model, I mean, I guess, you know, there'd be a little bit more leeway, but still, you spend this much on a car, you shouldn't get a car that's partially painted in spots. You shouldn't get a car that has transmission issues at 2,000 miles. You shouldn't get a car that has rattles on the interior. This is a real review from somebody that's owned the car for 10,000 miles. And yes, I do love the car, but I'm going to give it to you real, because I don't want you to be all fluffed up like by all the other people out there that go out and review their cars that are given to them from a dealership or the company to end up talking it up really good. That all aside, guys, like I've said, I love this car. There's going to be so much done to it. I'm going to end up probably going and making a video on fixing these rattles and finding these, you know, little noises. I could probably take it to the dealership and get the stuff fixed, you know, because it's under my warranty. But then again, it'll probably just happen again because the dealerships just throw stuff together. So I'll probably make a video on that. I'm gonna end up making a video on wrapping the car, and I'm gonna make a video on everything I do to this car, so stay tuned. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of good content coming up. My little brother actually just got a Honda CR-Z, which he's wanted for a long time. And yes, stock, it is slow, but it looks really good, and that's the platform he wanted to work with. And also my friend Evan has the other 2019 GT. So there's going to be a constant flow of modifications that we're going to be going through here. It's not going to be all Mustang stuff, even though most of it will be. But just stay tuned, guys. Like and subscribe. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I guess, you know, I want to leave you with a little word of advice today. Don't get so busy making a living that you forget to make a life. I saw that quote the other day. It was absolutely beautiful. And it really resonated with me because I went through a period of time to where I was working 60 to 70 hour work weeks, and I had a lot of money, you know, working in construction, but you don't have a life, you know. And when you don't have a life and there's that depression and anxiety and emptiness that, you know, starts flowing in, what good is money without having a life? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I already said that. I'm just repeating myself now because it's hot. That's what it is. It's hot. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.